All right, guys, this is Casey.
Hi, how are you?
And he looks brilliant with his mask, so we are all
undercover right here.
Okay.
So anyway, I just finished the inspection here at the property on Toro Circle, and overall it's in really good shape. There's a couple things, obviously, that I want to bring to your attention, but in terms of importance, everything's pretty cut and dry. Not any detrimental issues. Okay?
There's no red light features here.
Not that I know. Okay, so on the roof, which we won't be going on, it's a foam roof that has some blisters, because foam blisters and it splits. And so we have some blisters, we have some split areas, we have some deteriorated, cracking foam covering up there. So it's recommended that a roofer go up there and kind of just tune it up, shave off the blisters, put another coat of elastomeric.
And we actually have an estimate for that. The sellers have told us, so that's good. So
okay,
that's
great.
Good.
So that supports that on that. There is a T-vent cover to one of the exhaust fans above the master bathroom. And the T-vent cover is covered with foam, so it's not really venting out like it should. It's obstructed a little bit, so maybe the foam needs to be shaved off a little bit so that the air can just flow out onto the roof.
Okay. The
way they have it right now is that if the water, if rain hit that foam, there's a chance it could come in through that vent.
Okay, so we can have them look at that when they redo that roof part. Okay.
The water shutoff to the property is located in the ground adjacent to the water meter in the yard. There's no shutoff here at the house that you can just shut off the property at water at the house. The shutoff valve at the meter is it's buried by dirt. So perhaps a water company could come and expose that if they're if that might be a free call. If not, it needs to be exposed so that you have readily accessible to the water shutoff to the property.
Okay, so that's the only shutoff. So if you were having a water issue in the house and you need to turn off, you'd have to go out there. Yes. Kind of dig up the dirt around that thing.
At the current configuration, yeah. Okay. But that valve should just be exposed. It's a ball valve where you can just go in there and turn it off. But right now you have to expose it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Water heater. Water heater is a 2006 75-gallon water heater. So you have a ginormous water heater for this little place. It's a 06, so it has lived beyond its intended design life. However, it's not showing any signs of wear and tear. There's no rust, there's no sediment coming out of the fixtures, there's no knocking coming from the unit itself. And this would have to be a well lived in house for a lot of years in order to to wear out that 75-gallon water heater.
So that seems like it's just fine.
Right.
Okay.
But you don't need a 75 when you go to replace it. You could save a couple bucks that way if you didn't want a 75-gallon. Inside the heater closet, which is also on the east side of the house, there's some holes in the ceiling where they penetrated the ceiling with some old refrigerant pipes over the past years. So just need to patch up the ceiling in there so you don't get no craters or anything coming in.
So these are the two doors that are at the carport that we're talking about.
The east closet is what I'm calling, yeah.
Okay.
Exterior of the house, there's an outlet there is a GFCI outlet on the north side of the house.
Okay.
That has the buttons that trip and reset. It's not tripping. You plug something in, it's going to turn on, but it's not functioning as a GFCI, providing that protection as the trip factor.
Is that more likely than not just a replacement of the plug itself?
It could be that simple, or when they pull out the outlet, that second neutral wire might be disconnected from the outlet, which would allow it to trip, and it could be something just needs to be hooked up inside the box.
Okay. So
either way, worst case scenario, a $15 outlet will change that.
Okay.
And then you have an outlet on this west patio right here that's built with the house originally, and it's not GFCI protected, which again, this house was built, wasn't code, so I just bring it up because when houses transact, that is one thing that you always want to bring up to code, along kind of like water heater strapping. So there's one outlet on this west patio that's not protected.
Okay.
But again, works, plug something in, it's going to turn on.
So not a huge critical thing, but if you have an electrician out sometime, maybe have them put that in.
You're going to have someone swap out that one, he can install one there.
Okay.
Fireplace, I always just put the obvious. It doesn't have an ember screen or a glass panel door, something that's going to stop anybody from sticking their arm in there and getting burnt. As well as, since you have a gas line that goes into the fireplace, the damper that opens and closes to the chimney is required to have a little $4 clamp that keeps it from closing all the way. It's missing that little damper clamp. Okay. And that's just so that no one can leave the gas valve on and die from carbon monoxide poisoning, which is why that clamp is required.
And that comes up all the time, guys, just so you know. And I think I have an extra C-clamp in my desk. I could give it to you.
Right here we have one outlet on this west wall in the living room next to the slider door. The upper receptacle is dead. It's not wired to any half-hot outlet or switch. The bottom one is working fine. So, again, same electrician. He can pull out that outlet and make both of them energized.
Okay, so
because if we have wire in there that works, we can make the other half of that outlet work.
Okay.
Let's see here. Interior living area is moving forward. Patrick, right? I didn't see a car. Patrick Stewart? Or is it Stuart?
Well, there's
Stuart, and the other is
I knew it was one of
Patrick.
you two. Okay, so Stuart. Okay. So you're Stuart Patrick?
No, he's Stuart Smith, and there's
Stuart
Patrick
Smith.
Jordan.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't see a carbon monoxide detector in the place. The smoke detector that's in the ceiling is only a smoke alarm, so I don't have any carbon monoxide detection in the hallway
Okay.
outside the bedrooms.
Yeah, just get it before the appraisal will be fine.
I'm calling this the north bedroom. Just saying that the stationary side of this north bedroom entry door doesn't have a latch that will keep it secure. If you wanted to keep the stationary side closed so that you can access the the strike plate and keep it secure.
Right.
If not, you shut the door. You got no privacy. You just push it in.
Right.
Okay. And then also the interior door doesn't have a door stop, so if you open it too hard, it can hit the adjacent wall.
Okay.
Let's see here. In the guest bathroom, in the hall bathroom, the stopper connector. This is how you would this is how you would plug up the tub. You would turn the stopper connector. It's disconnected, so if you wanted to, use the stopper to stop up the tub. So you'd have to, put that stopper in there, and then you might have to get like a screwdriver in order to get it up, because that's how I had to get it out. But normally it would be connected, and it would be an actuating device, and you open and close the stopper
Oh,
for
I
the
see.
tub, and it's disconnected.
Okay.
Okay. And then right behind you, Mark, I'm calling this the south bedroom in the report. It's been converted or something. There's no egress. Okay, there's no window that opens to the exterior.
It used to be where the washer and dryer is.
I imagine
There used
it
to be
was,
an
yeah.
outside area, so yeah, they're aware of that.
So yeah, so that's why, and that's going to be in the poor item, because that is a safety hazard. It's a minimum requirement to be a bedroom. You have to have an egress. So
Yeah.
technically, I wouldn't call this a third bedroom, but it is. So I'm just noting why it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in the kitchen, the only thing I noted in the kitchen was the microwave. It does not work per the seller's disclosure.
Right. Okay.
And so we're really clean. No leaks in any of the house. We got a 125 amp panel, which is in good shape. You have a 2019 air conditioning and heating system, which is a 4-ton system. So you have enough air conditioning for about 1,900 square feet of house. So that calculates good for the 1,700 square feet that you have here. 2006 water heater. So that would be your first expense. But like I said, it's going to take a while for that to happen, based on, this hasn't been lived in 24/7, 365 days a year since 2006, or else, that water heater would show a little bit more signs of wear and tear.
Okay.
Let's see what else. That's it. Biggest thing would be the roof, but it sounds like you guys were already aware of it. Somebody was.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
great. Okay. Thanks.
I'll email everything to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Case.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you.